Hey, okay, so I thought we'd get into some comedy. I love watching This Is Not Happening, these little comedy skits that they do, because they're based on something that they went through. So they're kind of like true stories, right? But they're comedy. It's funny. It's hilarious. So we're gonna check out. I haven't seen this one. Shafar, smuggling weed. This is not happening. Let's get into it.
My dad's a Holocaust survivor, and the one thing he always talked about in the Holocaust was that it was really difficult to find good weed. So the way I honor the memory of the fallen Jews is that I was going to smuggle these pot gummy bears into Sydney, Australia.
Oh god, he's crazy. I love him. He's hilarious. Hey, he seems like that dude. They always have these little opening, like little trailers of kind of what the comedy is going to be about. Evidently, it's him getting fucked up and partying. Let's go. Hey, I'd like to party with him one time, man. He seems like he'd be a lot of fun. What the fuck?
Everybody, if you don't know, here's what the show is. It's just a bunch of people, and we're all telling true stories.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ari Shaffir!
Oh, Ari Shaffir. Okay. My bad. I said Shaffir. Oh, God. Anyways, yeah, he seems like he's cool ass fucking dude. He must be an Aquarius. No shade to the other shades. And to the other signs. I'm just saying.
So my story is this. I
We Aquarius are.
went to Australia. Has anybody ever been to Australia?
Oh,
You have? Really?
I want to.
When were you there? 10 years ago. How long was the flight? Forever, yeah. You gotta consider killing yourself. My flight was 13 hours. It's so fucking long. What were you on? 747. No, that's not what I was talking about. That's not, I can see how you would think that's what I was talking about, but no. When I said, what are you on? I mean, like, what drugs did you take to survive the 13 hours in a 747?
Oh, shit.
Nothing? You got drunk? Did you do anything? Okay, that's fair. That's a drug too. I take pot cookies with me. People take everything. I've had friends take sleeping pills. A lot of people take sleeping pills before they go. My one friend took Coke.
What?
I was like, dude, do what you want, but that seems like the wrong time to take Coke.
Facts. Oh my God. If I was on a plane and someone was high on coke, I'd have anxiety, man. I'd be like, God, no, there'd be no way I'd be doing coke on the plane.
I take pot cookies with me. That's what I do.
I don't do coke, period. I'm just saying, when I was, I don't know, maybe I would have. If I would have flew, yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Pot cookies. And that's the best thing about living in Los Angeles is you just go to a store and buy pot cookies. They come in wrappers, so you can tell how many calories are in there and whether or not they're gluten-free. We live in the future, you guys. Where we are is the future. It's the greatest thing. So I took these pot cookies with me and I took them all out of their wrapper and I put them in a Tupperware container and I had my friend's wife write on the Tupperware box, "We miss you, honey. Enjoy the cookies. Love, Mom." Yeah, and I got on through TSA because they don't do shit, and then so we're sitting there, me and my friend, and we got bumped up to first class. It was so fucking awesome.
Wow.
13 hours in first class. It's one of those things where they give you full beds. They give you pajamas before you get on the plane. Pajamas and 2 socks to masturbate into, I assume.
What the hell?
But two masturbation socks. The luxury on Qantas. Oh. So anyway, we took off, and the seatbelt light went off, and as soon as it went off, I took it off. One of my friends, I'm like, "Hey, you ready for some pot cookies?" And I cracked open the Tupperware, and the reek of marijuana Just filled up the entire
bet.
first class cabin.
Oh hell yeah! He had him in a Tupperware container. Shit, that plane first class was stinking like some good old skunkity skunk. Oh god, I lost my sandals. Sorry. Oh shit, that shit's funny.
It was like an Iron Maiden poster, the way it was all fucking coming out of there.
Hey, I remember Iron Maiden posters. My cousin Alex used to have them. It was a trip because when we were younger, my cousin Martin and we liked the oldies and the hip and the rap, right? We also like some rock, but my cousin, who's Martin's brother Alex, and his homie Kenny, who they would listen to rock like Iron Maiden, Black Sabbath. So when we'd be getting fucked up, like 12, 13 years old, we would take turns. 2 songs that Martin and I would pick on the boombox, and 2 songs they would pick on the boombox. And that's how we did it.
My friend was like, dude,
And the Iron Maiden just reminded me of that. Eddie from Iron Maiden, you know, the skeleton.
It was like an Iron Maiden poster, the way it was all fucking coming out of there. My friend was like, dude, what the fuck? Put that away. What are you doing? And I was like, oh shit, quickly, eat some, hurry. And I ate as much as we could, and then I shut it. And then from then on, whenever I had to get more, I would go to the bathroom, and I would open it like right by the toilet. I'd flush a bunch of times to clear the air. So I don't know how science works, but it seems like that should work. And still, even then, when I got out, I'd still like, if someone was waiting for me, I'd be like, hey, I just took like a really minty dump in there, so I'm sorry.
He looks like he's high right now.
So it was great. The whole flight was amazing. We landed. I had
right then.
3 pot cookies left over. So I ate one. I gave one to my friend, and then I took the last one. I just threw it away in the airplane bathroom. Look how hurt you were. Like, oh, but I had a lot of pot cookies the whole time. I was worried because they make you fill out these forms of like what produce you're bringing in. So I thought maybe they'd have drug dogs or something. I don't know. I just got scared, and they actually did have drug dogs. So I was like.
He was high.
Ooh, okay, good. So, that was like 5 years ago. Cut to last October, I just went again. And this time I took with me pot gummy bears. Yeah, the technology has improved. Los gummies hermanos.
And those gummies hermanos.
They're amazing. And for $7, you can get a cherry-flavored gummy bear that'll fuck you up for 5 hours. Changes the game on flights, makes it way better. There's no more bad flights after that. There's no more bad flights. You can get stuck in between 2 fat dudes. And instead of being upset, you're just like, you guys are so soft.
Oh my God.
How did you get that soft? You're the softest people I've ever met in my life.
Bro, you're talking like you high on ecstasy, man. Come on now.
It's awesome. So this time I did not get bumped up to first class. I just flew regular peasant class, and it was great. But the pot gummy bears are amazing. So I slept for like 8 hours of the trip this time, and so when I landed, I had like 7 pot gummy bears left over, and I went to throw them away again. Like when we landed, I went to like chuck them. But then I got to the bathroom and I thought about my dad. My dad's a Holocaust survivor, for real. He's like 81, and. The one thing he always talked about in the Holocaust was that it was really difficult to find good weed. So
that's the one thing he talked about, dude. Get the fuck out of here.
So the way I honor the memory of the fallen Jews is that I was going to smuggle these pot gummy bears into Sydney, Australia. That's how I would never forget. So here's my plan. I came up with a plan. I had these macadamia nuts in my bag, and I was gonna say if they smelled anything, I was just gonna say they were smelling the macadamia nuts. That's it. That's the plan.
That's a shitty plan, dude.
When you hear it out loud, it doesn't sound that good at all. But man, I was so high when I came up with it. It seemed like a perfect plan. and super hilarious. So you get out, and as you get into line, they put you in this customs line. Yeah, I got it, man. They put you in this customs line, and you put your bags down, and they have this dog, this Jack Russell Terrier, and he's wearing a uniform. And they bring this dog, they take it, and they bring it by your bag. And this dog went right, like I had 3 bags. Let's say this was the bag it was in, and the pocket handbars were right there. This dog went right to that pocket and just starts going like that. Just starts tapping at it with his paw. And in my head, I'm thinking like, get the fuck out of here. Dog, are you kidding me right now? It's the worst place possible for you to be. It's where I keep my drugs.
Oh, shit.
Outwardly, I'm trying to be cool. I'm trying to be like, great architecture they have here. Airport. So amazing. Wow, cool. And so anyway, the guy goes, wait here, and he goes and smells, like takes the dog to smell like a bunch of other people's bags. Dog smells nothing, just those figure eights in between their bags. Can't wait to get back to my bag. It's like a treat for him. He's like, fucking, let's do this. He was this way. Like a 2 and a hand run, and he went fucking right back to it and starts pawing at it again. At this point, I'm pouring sweat. I'm like, this is how Locked Up Abroad starts. You know what I mean? Some ass.
Hey, I love that show. Locked Up Abroad.
Trying to smuggle $35 worth of weed in another continent. Blaming his Holocaust survivor father when he's really just a cheap Jew.
Oh my God.
And so the guy, he looks at me and he goes, what's going on in the bag? And I was like, I have macadamia nut. I think, okay, because I think macadamia nuts have a pungent, what I believe is happening is that a dog with his keen sense of smell went by, and because of the macadamia nuts I have, that the dog is triggered by that, and macadamia nuts is my answer. Macadamia nuts. And he just looks at me.
Oh my God. This dude got me dying, laughing, cracking the fuck up.
He just goes, no, he's not trained to smell for macadamia nuts. And I was like, oh, fuck. Why didn't I research this? The Wi-Fi cost $7 for an hour. I totally could have gotten it. And he goes, they're just trained to smell for fruit and for drugs. And in my head, I was thinking like, oh, fuck, fruit. It's so much access to that. And he goes, do you have any fruit in there? And I was like, no. It could have been so easy. They were giving away bananas on the plane. I was like, I'm good. I got my macadamia nuts. I didn't take any. And at this point, I'm like, okay, I'm going to jail. Like, there's no way around it. I'm going to an Australian jail. I've never heard about Australian jails. Maybe they're okay. Maybe they're bad. I would have heard about them if they were exceptionally bad. They started as a prison colony. They probably got jails really well down at that point.
Right?
They probably
Hey, Wentworth. Check out Wentworth. They seem pretty good, their jails.
know how to do it, but I just got calm. Like, at some point, when you know you're getting caught, there's not even, you don't even get nervous anymore. It's just going to happen. You know? Like, I love how all the black people are like, yeah, that is how you get arrested. You guys are all talking. I made sure to look away from you when I was talking about arrest, but then I was like, they look like they know. They really were looking at each other.
What a dick.
Like, yeah, we look at like that. Here's what I compare it to. Tell me if this is true for you guys. You know those nature videos where a lion or a tiger will kill some animal, like a zebra, and for a while the zebra like kicks and shit and tries to get him off, but then as soon as the lion gets like a really good grab in the neck, the zebra just goes, yeah, whatever, bro. Yeah, do what you gotta do. It's your game. That's how I was. Like, all right, let's see what happens. And then out of nowhere, their customs guy, he just gives me this out. He was just like, well, is it possible that maybe earlier you had an apple or something, and then like you rested it on the bag? Is that possible? And I was like, yes. That thing you said, that's what happened to me. And he just goes, he looks at me and he just goes, yeah, okay. And he fucking pulled the dog away. Yeah, I was so worried. I got the fuck out of there instantly. Yeah. My friends are all like, see, that proves that you shouldn't do that shit. You shouldn't take, like, smuggle drugs in with you. And I was like, no, that's a case where I did not get in trouble. Like, there was no repercussions. Of course, I'm going to continue doing that. The only person I feel bad for in this story, the only one I feel bad for is the dog.
Yeah.
The dog must have been like, what the fuck else do I have to do?
Thanks. Because that dog was all over his bag. Fuck. Hey, that customs agent had to have known he had some kind of drugs or something. And just by the way he talks and he probably knew it was some kind of weed product. So he's probably like, it's not that bad. Let him go.
We agreed upon a signal. I'll go like this when I find drugs. Where was I doing? I was giving you the signal. Here are the drugs. Here are the drugs, I keep saying. You keep bringing up apples. Nobody gives a shit about apples, bro. They're legal here. All right, thank you very much, everybody.
Oh, shit. Oh, man, that shit was hilarious. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed that. You guys have a good night. Peace, love, and respect. Be kind to one another.